I can write and graph an equation in slope-intercept form. So that's what we're going to learn how to do today. You've already graphed in slope-intercept form before, so this is kind of a refresher so you can finish your zombie sheet tonight. And we're going to learn how to write in it because that's very important for what we're doing over the next, 4 weeks. Yeah. Super exciting. Pink. And I need. Alright, are we ready? Fantastic. So on this little thing, what we're going to write is we're going to write what slope-intercept form is. So can anybody tell me what slope-intercept form is? Grant.
I don't know the best way to describe it.
What the equation is.
Oh, it's... I don't know the letters. It's... What, M? You say M?
Nope.
The first thing?
Why, really?
Wait, mx plus b.
Yes, take a point. Y equals mx plus b. So, on your first flappy, I want you to write y.
Hey, at least I know how to graph it.
You do know how to graph it. And then you're going to write equals in the space next to it. And then you're going to write m. And then you're going to write x. And then plus b. Y equals mx plus b. And what the flappies are going to do is we're going to be able to open them up and see what each part of our equation represents. Does everybody understand? What you need, baby?
I lost my little flappy. I had it on my desk and it disappeared.
And it's gone?
It ran away.
Is it under all these papers? She is not listening to you at all. Okay, I'm going to get it out. Hey, can you get your finger? Can you walk around the campus and get all the colored papers?
I'm gonna need enough to do something.
Alright, so what do you think the Y stands for? Well, I'm cutting this real quick. The Y stands for the Y coordinate of a point. So, please open that flappy, and on the inside, write Y coordinate of a point. It is very specific. It's very, very, very important that you say that it's the Y coordinate of a point, because it's not our Y-intercept. Those are two different things. The Y-intercept is where it crosses the Y-axis. The Y-coordinate of a point could be any point on that line, and it's the Y-coordinate. You're welcome. So mine is green. It is the Y-coordinate of a point. So if I give you 2, 3 as your point, what are you going to plug in for Y? 3, because that's your Y coordinate. Alright, what does M stand for always? Slope. Take a point. So open this. We're going to write slope of the line. Slope of the line. So if Y stands for the Y coordinate of a point, M stands for the slope of the line, what do you think X is going to stand for? The X coordinate. Take a point. X coordinate of a point. X coordinate of a point. And plus means that we would add if it was a positive. What would we do if our Y-intercept was a negative? We would subtract. Look at you go. Take a point. So what does B stand for?
It's the Y-intercept.
It's the Y-intercept. B is the y-intercept. So open that, write y-intercept of the
At this time, could I have
line.
all seniors M through Z to the main lobby for their Balfour packet? M through Z, please take your Balfour packet to the main lobby. Thank you.
Alright, so y is the y-coordinate of a point, of any point on that line. M is the slope. X is the x-coordinate of any point on that line. And B is the y-intercept. So are y and B the same thing? No, they are two different things. Because the y-intercept is different than just a y-coordinate of a point. Does everybody understand so far? So the first thing we're going to practice is how to graph it. So let's go to this Flappy. Please open this. Hopefully your handy dandy piece of graph note card is in there. If it's not, please put it in there. I'll give you a mo. A super quick mo. Let's go. What is happening at this table?
It's in there.
I see that. We're going to have to stop 5 minutes early so we can all clean up. Alright, so anytime you graph something in slope-intercept form, you always start with the y-intercept. So let's write that. 1, start with the y-intercept. After you plot your y-intercept, what do you think you do? Use your slope. Take a point. Use slope to rise, then run. So my first problem, we're going to graph two baby lines on here. My first one, I'm going to graph A. I'm going to graph it in green. And it says y equals 1/2 x minus 3. So then on here, I'm going to draw a coordinate plane. Ah. That says 1/2 x minus 3. Sorry. Next time I will use a different color paper for up here. 1/2 x minus 3. Now, you start with the y-intercept, so what's the y-intercept? Negative 3. So we're going to go up 3 or down 3? Down 3. 1, 2, 3. Put your dot. And then you use your slope to rise 1. So what's our slope? Rise then run, rather. What's our slope?
Up 1.
Up 1 and right 2. Good. Up 1 and right 2. Up 1, right 2. Why do we go up? Because it's positive. And why do we run to the right? Because it's positive. And that's what you always do. Always run to the right first unless you don't have room. If we needed to go down, we would go down 1, left 2. Please make sure you understand that. Can you try one without me? Alright. I want you, can you see that? Do I need to use a darker color? I'll use a darker color. I'll use dark green. Is that better? Alright. Y equals negative 1/3 x plus 4. I want you to try graphing this one without me. Remember, start on your y-axis first. Alright, what do we do first? Go up 4. Good. Take a point. And why do we go up 4? This is positive 4. That's your y-intercept. Thank you for whispering it at me. Isn't that annoying? How would you feel if I taught the whole lesson whispering? Alright, so then what's my slope? Negative 1/3. So do I go up 1 or down 1? Down 1, and then to the right 3. Down 1, right 3. Down 1, right 3. And on your zombie sheet, you're going to do that until you hit a zombie. Just to let you know. Oh, thank you. Take a point. I got excited and went right too. Is it important that you stay consistent with how many you go down and right or up and right? Yes, because then it changes your whole line and you don't end up with a crazy thing like me. Hello? Do you have your zombie sheet from yesterday? Is it in the room with you? So you didn't bring your zombie sheet today? You left it at home? That's what I just asked you. This is why we can't have nice things. You'll need to watch the video. You can watch first periods, which I'll post in just a minute, on this foldable. This is the lesson for today. It'll be on here. And then the zombie sheet. Okay, so now we're going to learn how to write it with the slope and y-intercept. That may be where we have to stop today, and then we'll finish more tomorrow. So let's open this. Okay, so what the directions are going to say is it'll say write an equation. In. Don't die. Slope-intercept form. With the given information. Write an equation in slope-intercept form with the given information. So, if I say that m equals 2 and our y-intercept is 5. M equals 2 and our y-intercept is 5. Is everybody with me? All you would do is you would plug that information into y equals mx plus b. So you would say y equals 2x plus 5. Why did I not plug 5 in for my y? Because it's the intercept and not the point. Take a point. And if you forget where these go, didn't we make a flappy that tell us? It's crazy. Una más, and then we're going to stop so you can clean up. And we'll pick up here tomorrow. So your slope is negative 2/5, and your y-intercept is negative 9. Your slope is negative 2/5, and your y-intercept is negative 9. Happy birthday. Please write that in slope-intercept form. Thank you. Hi, mister. All right. All right, negative 2/5 x minus 9. Is that how you wrote it? Fantastic. Clean up zombies for homework.